In this pencast, we'll be talking about finding the perimeter of shape, given areas, and congruent shapes. We're told, or we're asked, if the area of the figure above is 245 square inches, what is the perimeter of the shape in inches? We're also told that the figure consists of 5 congruent squares. The first thing to remember is that congruent means equal. We have 5 absolutely identical squares creating this figure. That means if we find the area of one of the squares, we can find the area of everything just by adding all of them together. It'll make a little bit more sense here in a second. So if we have this square, and let's say that it's the bottom right-hand square, if we call the length of it x, then we also know that since it's a square, the height of it is also x, which means if this is square 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, area of 1 equals x times x, since the area of a square is the length times the width, which means that the area is x squared. The area of squares 1 through square 5 is just going to be 5 times the area of square 1, since there's 5 congruent squares, which means it's 5 times x squared. We also know that the area of all 5 squares together is 245 inches squared. If we solve for x, this gives us x squared equals 49, which means x equals the square root of 49, or 7 inches. Now, we need to remember that the perimeter of a shape is the sum of the length of all the sides added together, which is the sum. So the sum of the length of the sides. That means if we, again, redraw our figure, and we notice that we call this side, let's call this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the 12 outside edges, we know that, say, side 5 is x, and so is side 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, all the way through 12. So all of the sides are of length x. Since we solved for x above, we can say that 12, since there are 12 edges, times x is going to be the perimeter. Since x is 7, we have 12 times 7 equals 84, which means that the perimeter is 84 inches. And that's our final answer.